Good morning, everyone. I have a couple sets of journals to put in my shop this morning. So before I do that, I just wanted to do a quick flip through of what I have available. So I have these three really cute journals. They are modeled after my Winter Vibes journals, which have like a sweater wrap, but these were more of a summery type of feel. It's getting to be autumn, so I think it's time for me to let these go. With a lot of my journals, I tend to make them and then I hang on to them for a while because it's hard to let go of them sometimes. But really, this set, I spent a lot of time just slowly working on getting the pages and things gathered and just getting them put in the exact order that I wanted them. This is actually what started off the whole journal, having this, these are paper flowers. So I started by stitching on some paper flowers with this kind of 50s design paper that I had. It's kind of a kitchen themed paper, but it's very subtle. You won't really notice, but so that's kind of what inspired it, and I wrapped this tag around it, and I thought this is such a cute little journal. I'm gonna keep going. So there's some like fabric ribbon elements and vintage papers. This is a vintage receipt. Ooh, for a set of yellow onions. Oh, it's even like garden themed. I love that. So, oh, and then later on, I was just playing around and I made these little pockets that are kind of see-through. So I put one of my little fabric and watercolor circle clusters, layered circle clusters in there, and had fun with some embossed paper that I had made. So that's kind of why it took so long. I just wanted to add in just the perfect pages and things. This is a vintage file folder that it just feels so good in your hands. When I buy file folders that are new, they're not like that. And so I have a bunch of those, and some watercolor that I was playing with. Here's a little kitchen themed piece of paper I was talking to you about. Some of my flowers. This is photocopied paper, but it's really nice to work on. It's a good surface. Some painted papers. It's just some leftover things. Oh, this is a vintage card that I found. So this one says, sending a friendly hello your way because it wouldn't do to forget to wish you the brightest, the gayest, and happiest birthday yet. That's so cute. And this trim around here is all ruffly. So I think most of them have like a little birthday saying on the inside. So what a cute little birthday gift to somebody or yourself, or just for fun. And the third signature. Oh yeah, here's the little birthday card. So this card is the same as this card. I just took the pages apart. And this one has like this one is, yeah, 2-page. Some graph paper, vintage graph paper, some artist papers. This is a vintage book page that I had done some things on. So a few things. Oh, this is a piece of wallpaper, ledger paper. So there's a few of my artist works in there. Like this is something that I made. There's some designer papers in there, lots of vintage papers. Yeah. Okay, so that's just a full flip through of this one. And see, for this one, I just left it so that this could be a little place where you could tuck something in here. Oh, I wonder if this would fit. No, almost. And then my little label, and this wraps around. I have the button. I like to put the button closure on the cover, the wrap cover, so that when you're working in here, it's not, you don't get this button underneath all your papers. But this is just such a cute little journal, and it is closed off with a vintage button. All three of these are vintage buttons that I've had in my stash of buttons for a while. I'm starting to run out of cute vintage buttons for these types of journals, so I don't know. They're getting harder and harder to find, honestly. So I don't know what I'll do when I run out, but hopefully I won't. So that one is number 27. And this one is, they're all pretty much the same on the inside. This one is number 25. And this one must be number 26. So I used some fun colors and went bold with the ribbons and buttons on these ones. So maybe these will be called Summer Vibes. Maybe I'll name them something else, I'm not sure. But they'll be in my shop, or they are in my shop already by the time you see this video. Then I have some like beachy Hawaii themed journals. I have 4 of these ones with these cool mixed media covers that I made. So each one of these covers is handmade, hand marks, my own marks and decorations with stitching on them, some vintage papers and that kind of stuff. Everything is sealed, so there's nothing that's gonna rub off on your hands or anything. So let's open up this one. This one is, so this one's number 32. And when I put this together, there's some, you know, some designer papers that I cut off the like tab part, and these were the extra bits. So I figured, why not just throw the extra bits in here, and they can be used for art journaling. And then there's some, you know, some little doodads and stuff that each journal gets as well. I think there's one, there we go. Some shells and some fun beachy themed type of things. Even if you don't go to the beach or anything there, you know, it's a nice like water, ocean themed. I made some embossed papers that look like waves. This is a paper that I made on a jelly plate. It's got some really good painty texture. I love that. Yeah, let me just do a flip through. Some of the pages are sewn together. I left a few pages that are just smaller. And I just like having different size pages. It would be great to have maybe like a list here, and then, you know, do an art journaling on this page. Or this is a good one where if you want it, if you had like a little card or a postcard or something, or an ATC, you can glue that in right here. So I love having pages that are just different size like this, shorter pages. For that type of effect. And then here's some more just papers that I've made. So interspersed in here with some designer papers are some of my own. This is a tea-dyed paper, or marked paper, or painted paper. Ooh, this is a nice one. It's got some dimensional dots on here that I made. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh, I love the feel of it. I have to make some more. And oh, here's the other side. So yeah, it's a nice beachy theme without going overboard. And here's a little pocket. You can put things in here. Oh, love that. That feel, it's like puffy paint. Here's the other pocket. And this is only one signature, but it's quite a few pages. Threw in some tags in here. And then, like I said, the outside cover is mixed media collaged, and it's got some stitching around the edges of it. I didn't really see where it's, okay, here, this one says Hawaii Surf, Sun and Fun, but that's like the only thing really that says anything about Hawaii. So you can turn it into whatever type of journal that you would like. And then I'm putting in all these little doodads in there, the ephemera. And then there's a little thing with some cards that could be cut up that can get added into here too. So those are my beach themed journals, and it's a square. This is a 6x6. And these are squares that are 3x3. And lastly, I have these two eco-printed covers with stitching on them, and then sari silk ribbon. So this is recycled silk. This summer or last fall, I did a lot of eco printing and experimenting, and I got some gorgeous, gorgeous prints on fabric. And I used some of them to make a couple journals. These are, the pages are 6x6, and then they were just plain covers at first, but then this fall I decided to add some stitching to it. You know, sometimes you're like, I don't want to ruin things. I just want to enjoy things the way they are. And then after a while you kind of go, okay, let me be brave enough to try stitching on there. So that's what happened. And I love how this turned out. So, I have this bound with just this type of binding, and this one also just kind of X's on here. And then I have put my closure, the ribbon, through these kind of grommets here. Okay, that's something different that I just decided to try for these journals. Do I have numbers for these yet? I do not have numbers, so let's number them. This one can be number 31. And yeah, that one was 32, so I misnumbered somewhere, but that one's number 33, okay? So let's just do a quick flip through. Some designer paper mixed with some of my own kind of wipe off paper and that kind of stuff here. Oh yeah, oh, some gold paint, leftover gold paint that I spread around some of these pages. These are some Tim Holtz papers. Here's some eco-printed papers. Oh yeah, this is my hosta leaf. Some dyed paper. Tea dyed. Some sprayed painted paper that I made. So just an assortment of different types of papers. And it looks like 2 signatures on this one. And a little pocket. And another pocket. Some more spray painted paper. Okay, and another pocket here. And we'll put some tags in these ones also. So those are the 3 different types of journals, and I will have them up in my shop. And let me show you the cover of this one. I love the flowers here. I just love the print I got here. Added just a little bit of stitching there, but just almost looks like a little landscape, huh? And the pages are very similar. Very similar, other than maybe the ones that I made. There's one that I made. They're very good for background. So that's what I was going for here. I'm putting some papers in here that were good for backgrounds. And is there any eco-printed paper in here? That's what I'm looking for. I don't see an eco-printed paper in this one. Maybe there is, but maybe not. I might have to just put a piece of eco-printed paper here in one of the pockets. Yeah, I don't see one. Okay. So, but I just love this one. All right, well, thanks for looking, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.